Their dharma means basically then let your possessions lead to ultimate liberation, harmony. That would mean readiness to share, not to possess too much, aparigraha it is called, not to be wedded to material possessions, for instance. Or even with the mental or intellectual pursuits also, there must be an inner freedom. It is called nishkama attitude. So that inner freedom is the fruit of being guided by dharma. That word aparigraha literally means not getting wedded to, not being married to. That means not getting stuck with the material possessions. Keep an inner freedom. That is the meaning of aparigraha. Nishkama karma, I would translate Nishkama karma as inner freedom. Kama means attachment. Nishkama means detachment, freedom. So do your work with inner freedom and maturity. That is the meaning of Nishkama karma. There is an axiom in the Rig Veda, Ekam Sat Vipra Behudha Vadanti. Reality is just one, but those who perceive it speak of it in manifold ways. I think this is a basic principle of the Hindu attitude to God experience. All Hindu scriptures and masters emphatically say the divine is an incomprehensible reality. God is a mystery, absolute mystery. And that is why basically Hinduism has been very, very tolerant. Because if God is absolute mystery, then there should be diverse ways of reaching out to the mystery. There should be also different ways of the mystery revealing itself. So they accept the plurality of revelations from God and plurality of religious pursuits from the human side. Now, each human person can have one's own experience of the divine, one's own way of approaching the divine. So in that sense, one's own form of God. You call it a Deva or deity or Ishta Devata or Lord or Bhagavan, whatever name you call it, each person has an image of the divine, but the masters would say you must be aware that you must go beyond the image. Therefore, the basic distinction between Nirguna and Saguna is very basic to Hindu theology. And Hinduism, therefore, leaves a lot of space for human imagination. You can imagine the divine in manifold ways, in different colors and shapes. Nirguna means the divine reality beyond names and forms. Saguna means God conceived in names and forms. So that would be the basic meaning of the terms. When we speak of the relation between the human and the divine, there are basically three answers. The first answer would say the human and the divine are different. The human is a creature, the divine is creator. So one group would emphasize the distinction and the difference between the human and the divine, and that school is called the Dvaita school. We can also say, secondly, that we humans are particles of the divine or parts of the divine, just as the one sun has millions of beams or the one root has many branches. So we are all parts of the divine. That is the thought of Vishishta Advaita, the second major school. Thirdly, we can say that the divine and the human are ultimately ekam, one, absolutely one, and that is the message of Advaita school. So there are three basic schools of thought and therefore also three basic, let us say, forms of religion in Hinduism, represented by the three great masters, Madhva for Dvaita, Ramanuja for Vishishtadvaita, and Shankara for Advaita.